You're listening to TALRadio powered by Touch a Life Foundation, and welcome to Foodology. I'm radio host Devansh, and on this show, I talk about the enormous world of a little word called food. Relax everyone, it's National Fast Food Day. Know what that means for you? An easy peasy dinner time. There could be nothing more American than fast food. Every year, on November 16th, the United States celebrates its National Fast Food Day. Whether you prefer burgers or chicken, salad or tacos, fries or biscuits, soda or coffee, fast food options have come to cover nearly any American food your belly can crave. Fast food isn't always the bad guy it is painted to be. The trend of people eating fast food is increasing over time. The cause behind this popularity of fast food is its convenience. So much so that it is very normal to see fights break out on Twitter, not about politics or other issues, but about food preferences, food rankings, and food chains, where people put their opinions on which fast food they like and which chain does it better. A recent survey showed that 80% of Americans eat at fast food chains at least once a month. Instead of having to spend time in your kitchen and at grocery store preparing a meal, you can spend just a few minutes at a fast food restaurant and get a full meal. For example, many college students find it hard to find time in their day-to-day life to cook food or go out and sit down for a healthy meal. Due to this reason, it has been reported that 23% of college students eat fast food daily, and 50% students reportedly eating at least 3 fast food meals per week. Because of its convenience, fast food has a firm grip over a large part of American food economy. It is viewed as quick and easy by many people, and many people find those qualities attractive in their food. Fast food plays into this narrative and advertises it heavily in order to retain this portion of the market and therefore maintain its overwhelming presence in the American society. Some foods that fall into this category are healthier than others, so you can enjoy them without any guilt. Eating fast food occasionally won't necessarily affect your diet, as long as you avoid those that are high in calories and unhealthy fats. Pick whole foods over processed varieties and opt for raw greens and veggies whenever possible to get the most benefit from your ready-to-eat foods. The goal of fast food is to serve meal as fast as possible, which will give the customer a more convenience, especially those who do not have much time to make a meal. Take for example Mcdonald's. They use a very large grill where the staff can grill burgers simultaneously, and they will keep it in aluminium plates where there is a temperature control in order to keep it warm for a few hours. This makes their food always ready to serve. Fast food took off in large part because of the highway system that was built in the 1950s and 1960s. America started driving more than ever. And because the cities were rearranged based on car travels for better or worse, and it was a natural business response to the American on-the-go kind of lifestyle. The founders of all these fast food chains are a part of what we could call the quintessential American dream. They were, by and large, from humble beginnings. They had poor families and did not achieve success until much later in life. Colonel Sanders is a key example for someone who struggled his entire life, then struck it rich with his chicken recipe that he perfected while he was working at a gas station in southeastern Kentucky. There are all of these impressive stories, and in another era, I think we would hold up this as an ideal of American success. And then there is food, The food is everything. It's delicious, it's comforting, it's full of fats, but we still love it. I mean, not everyone loves it, but the element that the fast food has is somehow deep-rooted within every American's heart. The idea of serving food to people in public is nothing new. It has been around since the ancient times. In the ancient Roman times, there were these street vendors who would sell food to people, including wine, bread, stews, snacks, appetizers, etc. The urban population that lived in multi-story apartment blocks called insulae did not have kitchens in them, so they had to buy their food from these vendors. A Han Dynasty text dating from 2nd century tells about the noodle stands that stayed open all night. Bigger towns of Middle Ages had street vendors that sold pies, flans, waffles, pancakes, cooked meats. All these people and places sold their foods to those who couldn't cook their own food, like the poor and mainly the travelers. Those places were near the coast and were involved in fishing, developed fast food that included local shellfish or seafood. In 1860, the very first fish and chips shop opened in Tommyfield Market at Oldham in England. The first modern-day fast food chain is considered to be the White Castle, which opened in Wichita, Kansas in 1921. It was opened by Billy Ingram and Walter Anderson. Initially, the public looked down upon fast food and thought that the food sold in these establishments was unhygienic and made from scrap and unhealthy ingredients. To change this outlook of people, White Castle allowed public to view how their food was prepared. And they even painted their buildings white to give a clean feeling and look to the public. White Castle was most popular in American East and Midwest, but its success helped give hamburger meat a better reputation nationwide. When the automobiles became popular, drive-in restaurants started appearing around the United States. Customers in cars were served by car hops who started wearing roller skates. In 1940, Richard and Morris McDonald opened a restaurant called McDonald's Barbecue in San Bernardino, California. The drive-in servers served the guests especially on weekends, wherein more than 100 cars would be parked in the parking lot at a time. They were so popular that at that time, their annual sales would easily top $200,000, which is approximately equivalent to $3 million today. In 1948, the McDonald's brothers closed their restaurant for 3 months and decided to revamp. During this break, their focus was on providing even faster service. So, they eliminated car hops and tables, bringing in self-service windows, and introduced the speedy service system. With the production line manufacturing, which allowed them to have a quick and cheap service. They even streamlined their menu to burgers, shakes, fries, soft drinks, and apple pies. According to Ray Kroc, an American business person who sold milkshake machines, burgers were sold for 15 cents, fries for 10, and milkshakes for 20 cents. By 1954, Ray visited the McDonald's store to find out why they were ordering so many milkshake machines. He then formed a partnership impressively and then received the rights to franchise the restaurant across the country. The first franchised McDonald's was opened in 1955 in Illinois. In 1961, Ray Kroc purchased McDonald's from the McDonald's brothers for $2.6 million. Shortly after the McDonald brothers, others began to open fast food chains as well. In 1950, Bill Rosenberg opened Dunkin' Donuts in Massachusetts. 4 years later, he started franchising. Burger King and Taco Bell opened their restaurants in the 1950s. Burger King currently has more than 13,000 restaurants in 79 countries. The brand's product, the Whopper Burger, as they say, is a signature. Domino's Pizza, which is accessible everywhere, also opened in 1960 in Michigan. Now has more than 10,000 restaurants in 70 countries. Wendy's. This chain of restaurants has been in operation since 1969. With the emergence of KFC, the restaurant started to be mentioned along with McDonald's in the marketplace. Even today, there is only a few meters of distance between McDonald's and KFC in any shopping malls or streets. Nevertheless, the popularity and enthusiasm of both of them over the years do not stop them from earning. On the contrary, they enhance the competition and increase productivity. National Fast Food Day is an unofficial holiday which is observed annually on the 16th of November. The purpose of this holiday is to celebrate quintessential American cuisine, the fast food restaurants. On this day, millions of people all over the US go through their different favorite drive-ins or stop by their favorite fast food restaurants to pick up a burger, burrito, chicken nuggets, or some other tasty treat. In the United States alone, there are over 300,000 fast food restaurants just waiting to serve you your favorite dish. All wrapped up in paper or a cardboard box and discreetly placed in a paper bag. Some people criticize the fast food industry and its impact on humanity. It is argued that the frequent use of these foods is detrimental to health, cruel to animals, abuses the labor force, damage the local culture as people are getting far from traditional cuisines, and that they cause overweight and obesity among people. Because of how busy the modern lifestyle happens to be in this developed world, many families find themselves taking a trip to their favorite fast food restaurant more often than they would care to admit. Although the occasional evening of fast food products will not adversely impact your health, having a habit where you eat burgers and fries constantly can be problematic. People who eat fast food products regularly often suffer from headaches, experience dental distress, carry extra weight, and have high blood pressure and cholesterol levels. There are also issues of insulin resistance, blood sugar spikes, and high salt intake that can become problematic when embracing the offerings of this industry. That's not to say that every product offered by a restaurant is bad for you. It just means that the individuals who tend to eat items made by this industry need to be more careful. This National Fast Food Day, instead of defaming the fast food industry, why not embrace it for once and apply the principle of moderation? Everyone keeps talking about how fast food is bad for you, but today, why not talk about how and why fast food in moderation can be good for you? Eating fast food will help to manage your schedule more effectively. How? Well, the average family in the United States is spending about 2 hours in the evening managing their after-school activities. That means there could be very little time to cook at home. Because the fast food industry is available in almost every community, you have the option to manage your schedule without going hungry in the process. Choosing a meal like this takes 50% less time than it would if you were to try and make lunch or dinner at home. It may not seem like much, but 15 to 30 extra minutes in a tight schedule can be very valuable. Fast food products make it easier to reduce hunger problems in the community. Fast food items are one of the most affordable food products that you can find in the world today, when you compare its cost to the number of calories that you receive. Although you wouldn't want to eat 3 fast food meals per day, but having a couple of bucks can get you enough food in one meal that your body can use to produce energy. Most fast food restaurants average about 300 calories for every $1 spent in the United States on food items. That rate is 4 times higher than what you would find with healthy grab-on-the-go items at the grocery stores. If you were to stick to organic and fresh produce for your calories, then it could be 10 times higher in price when compared to fast food. For a family living paycheck to paycheck, eating out really could be the cheapest option. Fast food gives you an option to eat something instead of skipping a meal. Although fasting has become a popular way to manage a person's weight in the recent years, skipping meals is not considered fruitful unless you have a specific purpose in doing so. According to researchers, the best way to lose weight and then keep it off is to reduce the number of calories you consume while increasing the number that you burn through exercise. Skipping a meal can cause fatigue, and it may mean that you can lose some essential nutrients. Choosing a healthy fast food meal that includes no fried foods and has fruits and vegetables can help you gain what you need to finish your day without snacking on high sugar or high fat foods to satisfy your cravings in the future. The fast food industry also provides you with the nutritional information of each and every item. One of the most significant complaints about the fast food industry is that the menu items that they serve are high in calories. Although there is some truth in this issue, but most restaurants offer a clear calorie count on their foods so that you can make a smart decision about what you choose to eat. The entire catalog of nutritional information is available to you upon request as well. Most providers also publish this data online for you to review at any time. This means that you have access to all the information needed to make a good choice about what you choose to order from the fast food industry. There are more healthy choices at fast food restaurants today than ever before. You don't need to go on a calorie binge if you decide that a fast food meal is your best choice today. There are several restaurants which provide you with a healthy option so that you can meet your health and wellness expectations. When Americans start thinking about fast food options, they are typically looking at sandwiches, burgers, and fries. Different cultures have a unique perspective on what a quick meal should be. You'll find noodle dishes, soups, grilled pork, and plenty of other food options to consider if you explore the various QSRs in each community. You will find Chinese, Mexican, Italian items that are routinely available at the same speed that a burger joint offers. Fast food is also quite convenient for your travels. When you are traveling, you will often not have the opportunity to cook by yourself, and therefore, you might just want to grab some junk food. By doing so, you will not only be able to avoid cooking, but you also don't have to worry about the dishes afterwards. Going to a fast food restaurant may also give you the opportunity to get new ideas for cooking at home. For instance, you may eat a salad which you really liked, or a sandwich which you found quite interesting. In such a case, you might just want to take those ideas back to your home, and the next time you want to eat those products, you can just cook them by yourself. Doing this, you are expanding your cooking knowledge over time, and you may no longer want to attend fast food restaurants because you can cook these delicious meals by yourself at home. On this National Fast Food Day, if you're someone who doesn't eat out a lot, try giving yourself a break and just for one day, indulge yourself into your favorite fast food. This will not only save you time to cook, but you also won't have to worry about the dishes. Also, don't forget to get the drinks refill. if you're someone who eats fast food regularly, try ditching the regular order and go in for a healthier option. Drive-thrus, takeouts, or Uber Eats are other good options that you can consider. Mexican restaurants offer fast foods such as burritos and tacos, which can provide vitamins and antioxidants from vegetables as well as protein from lean fish, chicken, or beans. Try picking low-fat cheese, salsa, sour cream, or guacamole for topping. A side of brown rice also provides 4 times the fiber than white rice per cup with a similar calorie count. Choosing healthy fast food options won't be beneficial if you eat too much though. If your portion size is too large, pack it up, take it to the go, and save it for another meal. Fast foods can only be as beneficial to your health as the wise decisions you're willing to make. No matter what, your health must be your topmost priority. Doing proper research about what goes into your body and investing time and money towards your well-being should never be second-guessed. Thank you so much for sticking around on this episode of Foodology. I had an incredible time talking to you. This is radio host Devansh, signing off. Hope you have a beautiful and a magical day ahead. See you soon.